In the quiet village of Bramley, children loved Halloween night for its stories and adventures. But there was one tale that sent shivers down their spines. The legend of the Haunted Harp on Hollow Hill. According to village lore, a century ago, a young musician named Eleanor had lived alone on Hollow Hill. Known for her enchanting music, she played her harp every evening, filling the valley with hauntingly beautiful tunes. One Halloween night, Eleanor vanished without a trace, but her music continued to play on in the dead of night, drifting down the hill like a ghostly melody. One Halloween, a group of friends, Ollie, May, and Theo, dared each other to hike up Hollow Hill after sunset. Armed with only a lantern and their courage, they began their climb with the eerie light of a full moon guiding their way. The forest was dense, shadows swaying in the breeze, and the path twisted up like an endless staircase into the dark. As they reached the top, a cold breeze swept over them, and they spotted Eleanor's old cabin, a crumbling relic with vines crawling up its wooden walls. But even more unsettling was the faint sound of a harp, its notes whispering through the trees. The melody was soft yet chilling, as if the harp itself were breathing. Inside the cabin, dust and cobwebs coated the furniture, and the floorboards creaked underfoot. In the center of the room stood Eleanor's harp, untouched but shimmering as if it had just been played. Ollie, the bravest of the group, reached out to touch it, but a gust of wind rattled the windows, and the harp played a single, eerie note all on its own. Did you hear that? May whispered, her eyes wide. Suddenly, the strings of the harp began to move by themselves, plucking out a soft, ghostly melody. The kids backed up, fear creeping up their spines, but the music was strangely enchanting, drawing them closer. Theo spotted a small, ancient-looking book lying beside the harp, its pages yellowed with age. "Look," he said, flipping it open. Inside was a song titled Eleanor's Last Lullaby. Beside the title was a note scrawled in shaky handwriting. "Whoever plays this song will summon my spirit to finish what I began." Ollie glanced at his friends, his hand hovering over the harp. Should I play it? Before they could answer, the wind picked up, and the room filled with the smell of damp earth and lavender. Slowly, Ollie began to play the lullaby, his fingers moving across the harp strings as if guided by an unseen force. The melody grew louder, filling the cabin and spilling out into the night. As the final note hung in the air, a faint glowing figure appeared, a woman with kind eyes and a sad smile. It was Eleanor. She looked at the children and nodded in gratitude, whispering, "Thank you for letting me finish my song." With a soft sigh, Eleanor's spirit faded, her presence lingering only in the final haunting echo of her music. The harp strings fell silent, and the room returned to stillness. The friends left Hollow Hill that night with a story they'd never forget, and the haunting melody of Eleanor's last lullaby echoing in their minds. If you like the story, then subscribe the channel